Legend of Korra Season 2, Episode 1 review of the premiere of, well, it's actually Episode 1 and 2 of the premiere of Spirits. Woo, Season 2! And it was absolutely amazing. They really stepped it up. They stepped it up in animation, voice acting, the plot. Everything was dark and intense, but there was a lot of comedy involved, which everybody loves comedy. So it was just absolutely great. I was not disappointed, and I hope nobody else was, because I thought it was amazing. So let's begin the review. We first are introduced to the president of Republic City, because they got rid of the council now, which was probably the smartest thing to do. And we also get to see what Team Avatar has been doing in the past 6 months. Korra, just being Korra. Bolin is the captain of the Fire Ferrets, who are not doing as well as they used to. Mako is a cop, and Asami is the head of Future Industries, and she's trying to get Future Industries back on top. So she's meeting, because nobody wants to work with them, because of the whole Hiroshi Sato thing, being an equalist and whatnot. So she's meeting with this Southern Water Tribe businessman called Varric, who she hopes she can get a deal with. And Korra, like I said, it was just being Korra, but she's also really abusing her powers as an avatar. She is going into the avatar state for just no reason at all. One thing I did not like about the end of season 1 was that Korra got all her powers back at once. I felt as if she had to work for it instead of just coming down like God, say, here's your powers back. Enjoy them. Plus you get airbending too. Isn't that great? No, it's not great. Aang had to work 3 seasons for his powers. So Korra, she should work just as hard at least, but hey, that would probably take too much of their time. This is a miniseries after all, so they had to just skip all of that and just start with the whole spirit world thing. And what we also see in the intro of this premiere, there's a spirit who attacks this water tribe ship. That's not normally supposed to happen. The spirits stay in the spirit world. They don't cross over to the physical world unless something serious happens. So we find out what the reason is behind that later on. And after all of this, Korra, Tenzin, Bumi, the family, Mako and Bolin as well, and Asami, of course, all head down to the Southern Water Tribe to participate in this festival called the Glacier Lights Festival. And at this festival, we get to meet Unalaq, Korra's uncle, Desna and Eska, Korra's amazingly boring, monotone, and creepy cousins, and Kaya, who is Tenzin's older sister. And we see that there's a lot of tension between the 3 Avatar and kids. I guess Tenzin was pushed around a lot, and he has to prove himself to his siblings, so he's not really into the whole mini family reunion thing at all. And we first see Unalaq as a very sort of condescending type of character. He insults the festival and calls people rubes. And at first he's like, I don't like this guy. But we realize that he's just worried about the fact that the South is so spiritually disconnected. And we start to think, is that the reason why spirits start to cross over into the physical world? Because they're not being respected? And apparently the Glacier Lights Festival was not supposed to be all about fun. It was supposed to be about honoring the spirits. And Korra is like immediately attracted to Unalaq because she feels that he's such a knowledgeable person when it comes to spirits, and she feels as if he should be her spirit teacher. And Tonrak and Tenzin, Tonrak is Korra's father, is completely against that. So later on that night, they're all attacked by this spirit. And they're all fighting them to no avail until Unalaq busts out this incredibly cool spirit bending technique. And I'm like, where the hell did he learn that from? Where did this come from? That's amazing. I love it. And I almost missed it too because I went to go eat. And so Korra's just amazed by that. She's like, okay, that's it. Unalaq is now my teacher. And of course, Tenzin and Tonrak are completely against that, and Tenzin leaves. Not because he's upset by that, but because he wants to go show his family and his kids where Avatar Aang grew up. And Bumi and Kaya tag along, even though Tenzin really isn't interested in that. And so, as Tenzin shows his kids the Hall of Statues, Jinora is immediately connected to the Avatar Aang statue. And this is a foreshadowing moment where we see that Jinora is going to play a major role in Korra's spirit training. As we saw in the trailer, they were doing like some meditation thing. And I'm like, this is amazing. This is cool. Woo! It's going to be awesome. I love Jinora. And after that, Unalaq says to Korra that in order to start her training, she's going to have to go down to the South Pole and open up the spirit portal. And she and Mako and Bolin, Desna, Eska, Tonrak all go down to the South Pole where they're stuck into this bad blizzard called the Everstorm, which was created out of the spirits' anger of the South. And they're attacked by spirits, their equipment is destroyed, and some of their supplies are also destroyed during their trip through the Everstorm. And they're forced to rest. And during this time, we learned that Tonrak was banished from the Northern Water Tribe 20 years ago because of the fact that while he was chasing barbarians who attacked the Northern Water Tribe, he chased them through this incredibly hallowed and holy spirit forest and completely destroyed the forest, which resulted in the Northern Water Tribe being attacked by the spirits. And, Tonrak's father had no choice but to banish him. And this resulted in a lot of tension between Tonrak and Unalaq, and we get to see this tension is going to be a major factor in the next 2 episodes, which is called Civil War. So, Korra, they all make their way to the spirit portal, and Korra has to go in by herself. And while she's in there, she gets attacked by this spirit. And I'm thinking to myself, when Korra really gets into the spirit world, she's going to be in a lot of trouble because you can't bend while you're there. I don't know what she's going to do. Anyway, she's going to have to start using her head, you know? So she's able to open up the portal using the Avatar state. It all is well. Unalaq congratulates her. And we thought, okay, this is going to end on a good note until we see them heading back to the Southern Water Tribe, where we see Northern Water Tribe ships coming towards them. And Korra's like, what's going on, you know? Well, apparently Unalaq ordered them to come, and he says to Korra, you opening up the spirit portal is not enough to connect the South back to the spirits. We're going to have to use force. And I'm like, this is absolutely amazing. We just started the premiere, and already Korra has this huge task to solve. Because Civil War is definitely going to break out. It says so in the next 2 episodes, Civil War Part 1 and Civil War Part 2. Civil War is going to definitely break out between the North and the South, and Korra's just going to have to solve this problem. She's going to have to connect to the South back to the spirits. She's going to have to fix her own spiritual side and the relationship between her uncle and her brother. It was epic. It was an amazing premiere. I definitely was not disappointed, and I want to know what you guys think about it as well. So in the comment section below, just tell me how you feel about the video that I'm making, the show, what you want to see, what you don't want to see, and I'll be sure to read them all. Have a good day, everyone, and I hope season 2 is going to be awesome, because it is.